the Nathan and Steve Show. Let's have a good time. You have never seen a show like you're about to see today, folks. This is gonna get crazy.
Who else is gonna tell you about the games? About the news that's news about the games?
Are you gonna listen to some boring other goobers? Why not trust these two YouTubers?
So we're having lots of fun. It's a good time talking about games.
The Nathan and Steve Show. 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 We'll tell you about games that are straight up fire and about some devs that are freaking liars.
So we learned our lesson about talking bad about Borderlands.
We sure did. It's the Nathan and Steve Show. Let's have a good time. No copyright music like Shania Twain, but we sure do talk about video games.
And we also like all kinds of things, so you might hear us say whatever's on our brains.
The Nathan and Steve Show. 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 Lots of games you need to play.
So we'll have a lot of freaking fun today.
With the nipple laser ray.
That's what they say. The Nathan and Steve Show, brought to you by the Nathan Napalm Channel and our partners at Cringe Pony Television Network.
Thank you to the members on YouTube and the subs on Twitch. Thank you all for joining the Nathan Napalm Nation. You help keep the lights on so I can keep streaming and pumping out content. I want to also thank the highest tier members for their epic support. Bounty Code, Jared Woodhouse, Daimlos, Farthest Reach, Sparrow, Random Rob, Galerain Moonsong, What's the Takeaway, Bad Wolf Gaming, Robert Taneka, Hip Hop, My Boot in Your Ass, The Crinkled One, Scruffy Bard, Aaron Owen, and Steven's Magic Castle. Thank you for your highest tier membership.
What's up, everybody? We're live with the Nathan and Steve Show. We got some stuff to talk about today. What's up, Celt Crusader? Yeah, hit that like button. Definitely hit that like button and sub. My name is Nathan, and right below me, right here, is my best pal, Steve.
Welcome to the Nathan and Steve Show.
You never know what we're going to talk about today. We got some gaming news. We got some weird stuff. We got some stuff to talk about today. So Sony recently had their, what do they call it? Their state of play? Is that right?
Yeah, State of the Union address. No, that's not it.
Something like that. Basically, their announcement of everything new. Overall, it was okay.
Yeah. There's a couple interesting things, mostly nothing too exciting.
Yeah, we'll be covering all the stuff that looks like it was good.
Does anything excite us anymore? I don't know.
I don't know, man. It takes a lot. Like woman eating chicken out of her fingers like fists, like slurping them up.
That gets me going.
Now that is exciting.
Yeah.
Another sequel to another game that we already knew they were going to make. It's okay. But first up, we got Monster Hunter Wilds. The first trailer ever.
It's going to be wild, I have a feeling.
Dude, it might be too wild for us. Let me know when you're ready, Steve. We'll check this bad boy out.
Let me get the Jengus ready here.
I can tell from the thumbnail that it is going to have gameplay. So that's good.
Oh my gosh, why is it being this way? Okay, I got it.
Oh, we're going to be talking about that today too, where winds meet. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that.
Yep.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, blast off.
As soon as we find a good spot, we can get things set up and ready to go. And then we
That's
can
my
get
Aunt
started.
Sheila.
This is gonna be great!
You bet.
I hope we find them soon.
What if it's in-game?
I don't know.
Yeah, I want to play as that little kid.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And he's actually out here trying to catch them like Pokemon style.
Incredible.
Oh, sweet.
I've never heard of a
Those are good.
hurt this big before. One of them's got big spikes on its back.
What? Big spikes. Oh, there it is.
Oh, that one took a little chew out of that beast.
He was a little hungry, dude. Well, I like the look of that one, dude. It's like a bear, an alien bear.
Yeah, dude. Imagine really going out and hunting monsters like this.
The sandstorm.
I don't think I'm that brave in real life.
I would get killed.
I'll probably be one of the guys back at the city cooking food.
Now commencing the hunt. By
Oh,
order
dude,
of the guild.
that thing looks awesome, though.
Yeah, that's cool looking.
Oh, he threw a freaking monster at him.
Look at that big Deluxe.
He's trying to lick him.
There's the Lickitung he's trying to catch.
Yeah, dude. I wonder if Nintendo will sue him. Oh, look at him slurping them up, dude. This looks good.
Yeah, it does look cool. We should play this multiplayer the whole way through.
Yeah. We should. Oh. That was a well-timed shot from a true expert.
I've selected you as a lead hunter for this expedition.
Thank you.
Me?
sir.
Dude, I can't believe we got chosen.
I know that we have to do it now.
We have to. We're one of the chosen ones. Nope, there's 4 players. I was about to say,
Crazy.
I thought maybe it's only going to be 3 players, but I saw a 4th person there. Cool. Monster Hunter Wilds looks good.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
I've had trouble getting into Monster Hunter in the past.
I have too.
I'm trying to play Rise right now. See if I know that these are good games and I would like them. Like the whole gameplay loop even makes sense for like a person who likes MMOs, right? You go out and you grind and kill some monsters and collect their parts and upgrade your gear and then go kill something harder and repeat the process basically until you're fighting really epic, cool stuff. Like this should be something I really like. It's just I've never been able to fall in love with the Monster Hunter yet.
Just because we haven't been trying to play them together. I feel
It might
like
be.
That's what it is.
I think if we actually like had a night a week and we played Monster Hunter together and freaking went at it.
That's what we should do.
That's what we'll do. That's what we're gonna do for this game. When does this game release? Did it say?
It's like in the fall, I
2025.
think, but I could be sure.
It just says 2025.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. So not even this year.
So we got some time. But yeah, man, that looks good, and I just feel like, yeah, if we play it together, we'd probably have a blast.
This is gonna be the one.
Mugen says that he got chosen too. Dude, you probably did. You're probably not wrong. Yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds, give me a little yeep yeep in chat if you're excited about that. I kind of am, even though I haven't been able to get into one. Now, the next one, though, this is Silent Hill 2, the remake. Okay, and I have seen this, but there's some things I want to point out about it. Let me know when you're ready, Steve, and we will...
I'm ready. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay, cool. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Konami. The classic title defined psychological horror.
Why they make everybody so ugly in this game?
I know, dude. That's my problem with it. What's up with the faces? They look weird.
Why they gotta do that all the time? Jeez. Like even the main dude.
Our special place.
I'm like-
oh man.
Yeah,
That
look
got
at
her
him.
bad.
Yeah, dude. I think we're at different parts. I just now saw the dude, but yeah, there's something weird about their faces.
This whole town was our special place.
What's
You
up? What's the
promised you'd
takeaway?
take me there again someday. But you never did.
You never did take me there. Wait, did we watch the same trailer? Is yours 13 minutes long?
No.
No. I think
1 minute and 46
hang
seconds.
on, I think I clicked. I think somehow I ended up on the wrong video. I was wondering. I was like, how is he seeing all this stuff? I'm not seeing it. All right, hang on. I'm gonna start the video over. I'm gonna start it over. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, here we go again, guys.
All right, sorry. I was watching the wrong one.
Now we're gonna react all over again.
Here we
Look
go.
how ugly.
Yeah.
Look at that ugly
I'm
trash.
sorry. I was just.
Why does it look so weird?
He even looks weird, man.
I'm kind
Yeah.
of lost. I'm looking for Silent Hill.
I think you should stay away. This
Look, it's about to
town,
do a
there's
close-up of her
something
ugly face.
wrong with
Churro
it.
says maybe it makes it more scary if everybody's ugly.
It's bad.
Dangerous?
Maybe.
You're about to see the most.
I'll be careful.
I'm not
Oh, here it
lying.
comes.
I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous.
Close up, dude. Not necessary. Pan the camera out. Pan the camera
That's
out.
the main jump scare in the video.
That was the jump scare.
No, you shouldn't be here.
It makes me not care that if she dies. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, at least then we won't have to look anymore.
Yeah.
I'll be good, I promise. Tell him I'll be good.
She
please.
something makes it. She looks like a kid or something. There's something weird.
Dude, I hate this. I don't mean this in a messed up way. I really don't. But it looks like maybe they were trying to include like representation for like people with Down syndrome.
It does kind of. Maybe they were. Maybe they were.
It's
Maybe that was what they were going
ridiculous.
for. I mean,
I guess I don't really care.
it
if
might
it's
be
dangerous or
well,
not.
like I'm probably gonna play it, you know, because Silent Hill's awesome. But like, man,
They
I
gotta
just
stop doing that all the time.
they messed up the characters. Like even the main guy, like his head's too big, or something.
There's something weird looking about him. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Yeah, there's something like, especially right here, that shot right there where he's talking at around 12 seconds.
I think they made him part bird.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what they did wrong. I can't quite put my finger. But it doesn't look like, okay, like, all right, everybody get a good look at that, okay? Especially that right there. Because let's be honest, he looks a little bit like Leon, okay? Now let's go to the Resident Evil 4 remake trailer. And let's look at what Capcom did with Resident Evil 4. Okay? And just compare, you know? Like, how this looks good. And that kind of don't. Let me get to the people here. Like, look at Leon.
Yeah, so,
Well, if we'll show him. Even that guy. Like, see how good that looks? Like, that looks good. Come on, show Leon's face for me. Like, you guys saw that? Like, Leon looks good. And it's still stylized. It's not like it's uber realistic. You know what I'm saying? See, look at him. That looks right. I'm down with that. That looks good. And she looks like a normal person. I don't understand. Like, Konami has lost a lot of their talent on the team, right? They all went to go work for
all of it, you mean?
Yeah, I think so. And I think they've just
They lost
hired
all their talent.
they've hired some new people maybe in 3D modeling. Like, okay, let me put it this way. If the game looked like this and it was an indie game, I wouldn't even blink. You know what I'm saying? But this is a remake of a ridiculously successful series. And Konami hasn't even released a game in forever. Like, they've had, like, years to work on their next big thing.
This just ain't right, man.
And this is what we get. I just don't think it looks good. Does anybody else feel weird about it? Like, I'm gonna play it, but
Here, dude, hold on a second.
Okay.
I'm posting a before and after of that female character in this game, and what what were they thinking?
You got a before and after.
Like, seriously, man? Here, I'm posting it right now there for you.
All right, let's check
like, what in the world? Are they crazy?
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Now that I'm seeing that, hang on, let me pull this out for everybody to see.
It's ridiculous.
Here's the before and after. Here's what she looked like in the original. And dude, what? They butchered it. It's even worse than I thought, dude. Because my memory, I couldn't remember too good. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh.
I had to look up. I was like, there ain't no way she looked like anything like that.
Why do they keep doing this? What is wrong with them?
I don't know. Didn't they learn nothing from this popularity of Stellar Blade?
Seriously. Maybe they did, but they're like, oh crap. We screwed up. We already made her ugly.
It's too late.
Dude, why did they do... Like, look at her eyebrows. Why? You know, the eyebrows look like eyebrows on one of my puppets. Like, that's what a puppet eyebrow... Like, a Jim Henson eyebrows. That's what I'm seeing right here.
They're like, you know what, to top it off, let's throw her in a turtleneck.
Yeah, dude. The turtleneck is not flattering. Wow. Wow. This is the age we live in, guys. Gula thinks that the new model might be the mother of Hogboy. Yeah, she does look manly, I agree. Maybe they changed the story to where she's, where she is a man. Maybe that's what's going on.
That's what's going on.
Maybe.
It's a man now.
We'll find out. Well, anyway.
That's the real mystery of Silent Hill now. That's what it's about now.
It's a Silent Hill because you don't talk about what you do there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can just do what you want to do and stay silent about it.
That's all right. Nobody will question you there.
Nobody, because it's Silent Hill. You're not allowed to talk about it. All right, let's check.
Pyramid Head guy, he actually does all the surgeries himself.
But for a good price. It may not be the best surgery, but it's cheap. It's cheap. All right, let's check out Path of Exile 2.
All right.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm getting her loaded up now, son. I'm getting her loaded on up. All right. I've got it loaded up.
The ugly move in games is intentional, but I don't understand why. Like, do they like money? Do you like money or not?
Man.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
So this is it coming. It's coming to consoles.
Yeah.
The console
PC
announcement
and consoles.
You know, I'm gonna play this on the console. It looks pretty cool.
Land. But each day descends further into madness. Famine and plague besiege us.
People like their Path of Exile.
I never really got into it before, but it looks cool enough for me to give it a try when it comes out on the PS5.
Good timing for them, because Diablo 4 disappointed most people.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the campaign of Diablo 4, but after that, I mean, I was done.
Yeah.
And this looks pretty neat.
It does look good. What kind of classes are we going to get in Path of Exile 2?
I must be the one to face this night.
You're going to get a paladin.
No noose this time. I'll remove your head myself. But I will not do it alone.
Couch go up.
Nice.
This would be fun to play with my wife, probably. Also.
Yeah.
Crossplay, baby. Oh, good.
Nice.
That's good news. Cross progressions. You can play on your PS5, hop on your PC.
That's cool. And ogre sex.
Krutog was his name. Early access, late 2024. Path of Exile 2.
Alright, I'm done eating all my fruits.
All the fruits are gone?
Yeah, I just ate a bunch of fruit on camera for the audience.
Yeah, I agree. What's the takeaway? So Path of Exile has a very intricate kind of like leveling thing where people make guides if you want to like min-max. I'll likely just do what I want to do so that I have fun. But like, yeah, like when people want to get super intense and sweaty, it's got a good enough skill tree situation where you can like really make like a super uber sweet class.
A lot of horse meat.
Tons of horse meat. I don't know.
Tons of horse meat.
Is there horse meat in this game? I'm not sure if there really is or not.
There is. Now, before we go on to the next video, actually, I don't know if there's horse meat or not, to be honest with you. There's probably not. But if there is, I'm in. I'm in for it. But before we move on to the next video, I did just want to mention real quick, because this is an interest of mine. I just want to throw it out there in case you didn't know. Godzilla -1 came out on Netflix randomly out of nowhere yesterday, or the other day. Check it out. It's a good movie.
What's it called?
Godzilla -1. It's the new
the new
Godzilla movie from Japan.
Oh, it just came to where?
It's the new Japanese Godzilla. It's just showed up on Netflix like 2 days
on
ago.
Netflix?
Unannounced out of nowhere.
Dude.
Yeah. It's awesome,
man. I'm watching that.
Good. Dude, watch it. It's so good.
I should have time tomorrow. I'm going to watch it tomorrow.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I recommend that you watch it in the subtitled with the native Japanese language, but if you aren't into that, it is actually dubbed on Netflix.
It's got the dub version. Nice. There you go. Coach Crusader was
which is cool for me because I wanted my son to watch it, you know?
Yeah,
he loves Godzilla, so he got to watch it because it was dubbed.
And he loved it?
Yeah, the dub's not absolutely horrible or anything. It's just it's so much better in its native language with that
Right.
But anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. Also, we need a new Godzilla video game. It's been long
enough.
Let's have a new Godzilla game.
Dude, so far, most of the Godzilla games are good. The one on Dreamcast was the last one I played, and I liked it.
Yeah.
It was good.
I think the last one, I never got to play that one that came out on PS4, and then like there was some kind of licensing issue, and it got taken off the stores, and now a physical copy of it's like $1,000 or something. I
forgot about that, yeah.
But yeah, hopefully we get a new legit awesome Godzilla game.
Dude, it would be so cool if they make like a really good Godzilla. Like, you know what would make a good Godzilla game?
What?
Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe not, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Where one, like, no, even better. Where there would be like Godzilla, Mothra, and a couple other creatures, right? And they're controlled by real people. And then you got survivors played by real people. But don't make it like only 4 people. Make it like a bunch of people. Make it like 32 people.
Oh, that would be kind of neat, man. Like the last one standing.
Yeah. Like no way are you going to actually take down Godzilla, but you might be able to slow it down. Like you might be able to find a helicopter or something. You know what I mean?
Like distracted or something.
Yeah. Like make it to where there are things you could do to help your odds or whatever. And make it to where Godzilla, Mothra...
It's like Dead by Daylight Godzilla, but on a massive scale with way more people in the arena.
Yeah, and then... Oh, that's a good idea. What's to take away? And then at the end, even if the people survive or die, either way, right? Either way. Maybe only when you kill them all. Make it a reward, right? So if the monsters kill all the people, then the monsters have to fight until the last one of them is standing.
Yeah, something like that.
That would be cool, man. There was
a lot of cool things that you could do with Godzilla that has because they've really only made like Godzilla fighting games where it's just like, you know, like Melee and stuff like that.
Right.
Like Destroy All Monsters Melee.
I'm gonna look at this Godzilla for PS4.
There's all kinds of things that you could try to come up with for a Godzilla game. Yeah, dude, this game apparently it's kind of clunky and didn't get like the best feedback, but if you're like a big Godzilla fan, you could still like really enjoy it.
Sure.
I never got to play it though because it's impossible to get your hands on.
I wonder why they canceled it.
It was a licensing issue.
Oh.
And so they had to take it off the store.
Oh, wow.
Like, there's notoriously issues with licensing with Godzilla. That's what some people were speculating that there was a chance maybe that Godzilla -1 never would come out for streaming here, but thankfully it did.
This game has monster versus monster.
Yeah. King Ghidorah, Destroyer.
Will you destroy?
Godzilla, Space Godzilla.
Will you protect?
Mothra.
Play as any monster. Dude, not just any monster from Godzilla. Any monster ever.
There's like a Frankenstein walking around out there.
You can be the ooze.
But yeah, we need
Dracula.
to let's get a modern day Godzilla game. Even if it's just another fighter, I would be okay with that.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Godzilla's fun times.
Oh yeah.
All right, so what do we got next? We got Where Winds Meet.
Yeah, and it's not in my shorts.
Unfortunately. I mean,
it's unfortunate.
I mean, also winds do meet there. So, I mean,
but that's not what this one is about.
that's just not what these particular publishers were talking about. Is all.
All right.
All right, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
I have no idea what this is.
It looks pretty cool, I thought.
In a world of bamboo, a man with a sword attacked a woman with an umbrella. They got their gender swapped to it. Everstone Studio. See, these games like this, they gotta make it seem really interesting for me to want to play it. There's so many of them that come out now.
That's true. I think this one looks pretty unique.
A lot of times now I'll see, like, I haven't seen enough of this yet, obviously, but a lot of times I'll see a game like this come out and be like, yeah, but I already played Ghost of Tsushima. And that was good enough.
Dude, look at some of these summons, though. Look at that koi
This actually
fish,
does
dude.
look really cool. This actually does look cool. Oh, it has horse hooves in it.
Yeah, dude.
Whoa. Listen to that sweet music. It makes me want to grab a katana.
Dude, that guy with the snake looked a little, like, conniving.
So this is an action-adventure RPG, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
This could be cool. That's interesting-looking characters.
Yeah, they went all out on the special effects, too. Like, special effects only seem like on par with, like the newest Final Fantasy, even, maybe.
Yeah, this looks pretty cool. Oh, the classic move. Those guys are badasses.
Dude, aren't they fighting on top of, like, a stall? Or are they back on the
Yeah.
ground?
They were for a second there.
Look at that, dude. He landed on his sword. Dude, if you're ever in a fight and a dude jumps out of the sky and lands on his sword hilt like that, just freaking leave. Or shoot him with a gun.
Maybe kill yourself, actually, I have to say.
So what's it called? Seppuku or whatever?
Seppuku, yeah.
Commit seppuku. Yeah, this
That
is
looks
good.
interesting. I'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I think this was one of the better ones we've seen from the PlayStation, whatever the heck they call it. PlayStation has crappy names these days, by the way. I don't like that they're streaming, like, their get games for paying a monthly fee. Their Game Pass version is called just PlayStation Premium, whatever. State of Play, I don't like that. That's lame sounding. What's up with Sony? Sony used to be the king. Do you guys remember when Sony was the king? And, like, PlayStation was, like, the place for gamers?
On consoles, yeah.
What the hell happened?
I remember those times.
What the hell happened? I mean, it still is,
Dropped the ball
unfortunately.
at some point.
I guess it still is the place for gamers if you're a console gaming, but
Yeah, I mean, it's really, it's like the Switch is a lot of fun, but when it comes to like playing that new state-of-the-art game,
Yeah.
you know, that has the awesome graphics, blah, 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 PlayStation 5 is still the one
still
for
the one
me at this point.
Me too. Me too. But this game looks good. I thought the character design
Grando
looked
Reaper
good.
said PlayStation physical games is a joke now. Has like half the game on. Yeah, I agree. That's why I haven't said this on the channel, but I've told everybody outside the channel now that on my next console, I'm going digital. I give up.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm throwing in the towel on physical games.
I gave up.
Next generation, I'm going digital.
Yep, I gave up. I just almost all my games are digital now. Like every once in a while, I'll get a physical game, but like, I don't know. I mainly do it because I can. You know, usually if I'm getting a game I've been looking forward to, I'm kind of hyped for it, and I want to get it on release date at midnight, and I can already have it preloaded and just freaking start playing.
Well, and now that like you basically have to install and download half the game anyway, it's more convenient to have it digital because then you just don't have to get up and change the disc. Because like, why do you even have to change the disc nowadays? It's so dumb.
It is dumb, and the whole. Yeah, but the disc now is just to prove that you bought it because, you know, digital, they can check online to see if you have the right to play it. But, like, for a disc, they make you run the disc literally just so they can see that you're the one that bought the game. Like, it's your copy, which is...
Like, it's probably not going to be long before it did to where it is just all digital anyway. And if you buy a physical copy, you just open it. It's a paper with a download code on it or something.
And they already do that to some extent, like...
Yeah, they do. There's some games that do that. It tells you on the front. But...
Yeah, that's tell you. Or, like, definitely a pack-in game. So, like, my PS5 came at Gears of... Or, not Gears of War, sorry, I always said that. God of War.
Those are always digital now.
Yeah, and I don't know why, I'm stupid. I was expecting to open it, and... I wasn't expecting a case, but I was expecting a sleeve with the game in it, you know? Because I'm old school. And I opened it, and it was just like a little card. And I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot. Everything's lame now. Nothing's cool anymore.
This is how it is now.
Nobody cares anymore, also, about the packaging of the product to make you feel good about your purchase. Except for accessories. Because there's a lot of accessories you can buy that when you get the box, you open it, and it's all got all kinds of cool little stuff in it. But, like, when you buy a video game, dude, there's no instruction manual. It's just a case and the game. There's nothing special in there. They used to really try to make you feel like as soon as you got the game and opened it, you automatically started seeing the value that you got out of it. Yeah, like Lufia or Lunar. Lunar 1 and 2 came with like freaking all kinds of cool stuff. Games would come with maps. They would come with... You would just like...
And, you know, there's still some games that come out physical like that, but it's just...
It's rare.
You know.
It's super rare now.
And not a lot of people's buying that compared to back in the old day anyway. Like, man, I remember on the Super Nintendo, for no reason at all, I bought Illusion of Gaia, and it came with a t-shirt of the game.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome. And I used to love, I still would, flip through the instruction manuals if they had them. You know what I mean? I would literally just enjoy those if they were available.
That's the best thing about if you ever do order a game through limited run games. They go all out.
They go all out, yeah. True.
They have instruction books. They usually come with like a trading card of the game, and that's just for the basic version, not even the collector's ones they do.
Yeah. Lame.
But yeah, sad times. We're old now, and those were the good old days.
The good days are dead. The good days are dead.
You know what? Thinking all that reminds me of a ballad. The Ballad of Antara.
Oh, the Ballad of Antara in the next video. All right, I'm going to get it ready. Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Another action RPG. It says. Stars.
Dude, like Nemesis.
Oh no, that's not
Stars.
I have seen the miracles you so claim. Until the tower.
Oh, he's got a little sacula.
Dude, there's something creepy about that little girl in his back.
Wow, what is the deal with her?
I pray for their grace.
Oh, he went to like another realm or something.
Were inferior shades. Why do we have to bend?
What do we got here?
War. Mortality. These essences shall not fall into your treacherous hands.
This game is, I feel like, going for a more Eastern kind of like Elden Ring.
Okay.
Even though Elden Ring was also made in the East.
It looks like it could be cool. Can't say for sure, but
Yeah,
you know.
cool monster design.
Yeah.
What's up that kid on his back?
Remember, no matter what happens,
I think that's Jub
do
Jubins.
not betray this world.
Dude, I hope that
Ballad of Antara.
I hope that it turns out that they're actually
All right.
conjoined twins.
Yeah, agreed about the voice acting, Celt Crusader.
Yeah,
the best.
voice acting is a little subpar. Who made the game again?
Somebody I never heard of.
That might be why.
Yeah.
This is probably
Dude,
the
I can't
first
wait for this next game. It's so weird that it's right up my alley.
This is yeah, this looks like it could be good, or also it could just be like it could be a little generic. You know, it could be like
it could be.
the Kmart version of Elden Ring or something.
Yeah. Of course, you know, who knows? It might not even play like Elden Ring.
Grendel Reaper says the kid
we
is
can't really
named
tell too much of what we saw.
Starchild. That's the name of the kid.
Oh. Well, stars. That was hilarious.
All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's worth
Never know.
it's worth knowing about just in case as it gets a little closer and we get more
Who knows? Maybe
information.
it'll come out and everybody will be going crazy about it.
Okay, so Infinite Nikki. I don't even know if I know about this.
Dude, this is something weird, and
Okay.
I love weird stuff, so I'll probably play it.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready, dude.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
It says the open world dress up adventure game.
It's made by the same people that made the other game we just watched.
Wasn't a dream.
Is it really?
Yeah,
How bizarre.
Transported to Mirrorland.
Mirrorland.
The path
Oh, I can't wait.
is never easy.
The Path of a Stylist.
Oh, dude, I do remember this trailer playing and I skipped it.
Ready?
We'll just skip past this.
Well, now you gotta watch it.
Now I'm gonna watch it. Bubbly what?
Voyage.
Oh
Do
wow.
I see little people flying around in there?
Dude. Oh god.
Dude, this is gonna be the best game in years, I think.
I don't know about that.
Dude, that's the same kind of travel as in Secret of Mana. There's boss fights even? What?
Look at the bikes.
Oh,
dude.
dude, bicycling.
Bicycling as a little activity you can do.
And sheep chasing or something, dog scratching.
Dude, I've never.
Oh, look at that.
I've never seen this before. What's the takeaway? What was up
Oh,
with
look
the
at that
camera?
little tweetsy. Oh, there's some that stuff going on.
Hot
Oh.
ballooning. And whatever that is.
It's like a pretty princess.
What is going on? Why does it keep showing her in dresses with the camera?
Because, dude, it's a dress-up adventure game.
Infinity, or is infinity awaiting you?
Let's got a story, dude.
I'm playing it.
Dude. I think I'll probably skip that. You can let
I'm gonna let you
us
guys know how it is.
Yeah, you can let us know.
It would be funny if I was like, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but this game is insane.
Oh no,
You guys
dude.
know how it is. The last game I said I was gonna play like that, I never did play. I want to admit, I don't remember if anybody remembers, but a long time ago on this channel, I said I was gonna play. What's that game that was coming out on the Switch?
I don't know.
Let me look up what it's called real quick. There was this game called Fashion Dreamer that was
Oh,
coming out on
yeah,
the Switch,
yeah.
and I said I'm gonna play it. I didn't. I didn't play it.
What's the name of this game that we just looked at? What's it called again?
Infinity Nikki.
Hang on, I gotta look something up here. Oh boy, guys. Hold up. So this game self-proclaims itself, let me see if I can get it to pull up, as a cross-platform, open-world dress-up adventure. An open-world dress-up
Dude,
adventure.
what more can you ask for, man?
Oh, I can ask for more.
Yeah, but we never had a game quite like this. At least they're trying something different.
I guess so. At least we're not making the same old game. At least we're not making another Souls-like. It is something different.
Yeah, there we go. Well, we'll just have to wait. You guys will just have to wait until I tell you if it's any good.
Hey, I have a feeling that by the time it launches, you'll be like, never mind, I'm not playing that game.
No, I'm vowed to play it now.
Oh, you vowed. Okay.
I'm vowed to play it.
This is a solemn vow of solitude. He is
no matter what happens, I'm playing that game.
All right, then. We'll find out then.
All right.
What's next on our list? We got
Dynasty Warriors Origins, so another Dynasty Warriors game. I haven't really played one in forever.
Now, I wonder, is this going to be a normal Dynasty Warriors game?
I don't know, because Origins makes me feel like maybe, you know.
It might be an RPG, dude.
That would be actually pretty cool if they decided to do something like that, but I have a feeling, if I was just going to go with my gut instinct, that it's just going to be another Dynasty Warriors game.
Probably is.
But let's see.
Let's find out. My wife loved the other Nikki game they made. What? There's another one?
Yeah, but the other ones are like mobile games that are like dress-up games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this new one, they're like trying to make a real game out of it, I guess.
Before we watch this next video, Grindel Reaper said Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball needs a next-gen remake, and I freaking agree. That was a good game, dude. That was a good game.
I played the last one that got banned in America. I imported it.
Yeah. I never got to play it.
Yeah, it was pretty good, dude. I played it on the Switch.
What did it get banned for? Too much jiggle?
You know, it's weird that it got banned, but I don't think it actually got banned. It just didn't come out here because the developers are like, Americans are being too ridiculous about this kind of thing right now.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not even bother to try to sell it there.
It was our bad attitude.
We don't even want to hear it. We don't even want to hear it.
That's true.
I did play it on the, you can import it and play it. I played it on the Switch, and it was a pretty good Dead or Alive volleyball game. The only thing that sucked about it was you don't have access to any of the online features of it.
Right.
Because you're in America playing it.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was still pretty good.
All right, well, let's see what's up with Dynasty Warriors Origin. Are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go!
Let's see what we got here. If it even will tell us.
Yeah, it could just be cutscenes and we don't even find out.
A man walked alone.
Soldiers and officials alike oppress the people for personal gain.
Oh.
Those sons of...
people must turn to thievery for food.
Oh, man. It'd be cool if they did make it into, like, some kind of little RPG or something.
That'd be awesome.
State of the land.
That would be cool.
Men are powerless at the feet of the divine.
But I don't know.
I feel like they've been using the same graphics in these games since PS3, though.
Someone must act.
Yeah. This one looks better than that, though.
A little bit, yeah.
This one graphically looks a lot better than the previous ones. I'll say that at least.
That's a lot of polygons on the screen at once. Yep, it's a regular Dynasty Warriors game, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm not the biggest fan, but I understand the appeal, because I maybe don't play a lot of Dynasty Warriors, but I played the spin-offs, like the Zelda one.
Yeah.
The Dragon Quest one.
The Dragon Quest one I thought was pretty good.
I did too. I thought the Zelda one was good too.
But you never know, man. Maybe this one will have like a really good story or something that... Because I feel like they don't ever have that great of a story. It would be cool if one came out that had such a good story that I was like, I want to play through.
I mean...
Figure out what happens.
How many of these have they made? Does anybody know?
1 million of them.
It's a lot, dude.
Dude, they've made a bunch.
What's the takeaway? Said he thought he saw the Walgreens logo. Where did you see that at? I'm going to try to find that. Was it
Dude, this is the Walgreens edition of the game. The special Walgreens edition.
I don't see the Walgreens logo.
Is that it right there? That's it.
Where?
The Walgreens logo right there. When it says Omega Force.
Oh, in
the W.
In the company's logo. Hang on, let me go back and take a good look at it. Is it after it shows the man walking alone? I don't remember when it showed that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Can't find it. I want to see the Walgreens logo.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. To see how similar it really is.
Okay, there it is. I found it.
Okay, it's close. It's pretty close.
Let's see.
It's not exact, but it is close.
Okay, I'm pulling it up. Oh gosh, dude, it's really close.
You could say that they were inspired by the Walgreens logo.
So here you go, chat.
Or maybe that's not even supposed to be a W. Maybe that's like just some testes.
Or a butt cheek.
Or butt cheeks, yeah.
Yeah, because there's
Could be
no
any of those things.
there's no W in Omega Force.
Yeah. So what does that mean?
Yeah, why did they go with that? I think, dude, you know what?
Because it is butt cheeks, the ultimate Omega Force, because it can blast around.
True. You know what? Or you could look at it like this, dude. Look at the lines as like the circle part is a person's face, and those are tentacles.
Oh, it's their arm.
Yeah,
their tentacles.
Like two tentacles are swooshing up at you, like ah. It could be that.
Maybe it's like a seagull.
Oh, flapping. What do you think, chat? What is it? Walgreens logo ripoff? A W? A seagull? Butt cheeks? Testes?
Or a clute.
Or a clute. Alright, well, anyway.
Maybe it's a honey bun.
I'm sick of honey buns. I'm sick of them, dude.
Screw them.
I'm sick of them, dude. Everybody's got honey buns. You know what I'm saying? You go somewhere, that's like the most generic Little Debbie cake. I'm sick of the Little Debbie honey buns. I'm so sick of them. Ate too many of them.
Get those things out of here. Get out of here.
Get out of here with the honey buns. I'm not going to get excited about honey buns.
One time, I want to have a homemade one that's like in a real bakery and see what it's like.
Yeah, dude.
I've never had like a homemade or like one made in a real bakery of a honey bun.
Me either. I've only had like the kind like, you know, like you might buy at a gas station. That's the kind of honey buns I've had. Star Crunches King Gula Gula just redeemed Take Me to the City. We're going to Perth City. Here we go. All right, we're back. We're back from Perth City. All right, well, let's see what we got next. What the heck is this? All right.
Okay, so this game right here is actually really old, and I just randomly throw it on here because I want to force you guys to see a trailer for it. It's kind of a hidden gem for me. Not a lot of people have played it. It's a hybrid game where it's part a puzzle game, part an action platformer, and it's just a really, really cool, awesome game. I love this game.
Okay, you're a fan.
So now you have to know that it exists. I'm a fan of this game.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. 3,
2, 1, go.
This game is fantastic. It even has like a cool storyline.
Oh, I like the graphics a lot. I think that's Ogre Wife.
Oh yeah.
Split screen multiplayer, baby. Dude, weird. You like go out and kill monsters and then cook the meat?
Yeah, and gather like plants and stuff. So you'll like be in a situation where like, well, I'll explain it here in a second a little better.
Battle Chef Brigade. Weird.
Yeah, Battle Chef Brigade. So it's cool. It's this game about where it's like takes place in this world where like being a chef is like a high honor. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so you play as this character that wants to go off to like the royal kingdom and become one of the great chefs. And when you go there to get accepted into it, like you have to like do like cook-offs and tournaments and stuff like that. And there's like this whole storyline that happens because all this cool stuff that happens in the world. And pretty much like when you're not in the village going around, because when you're in the village, you can like do jobs there, like work in a restaurant and like do all this other stuff in the village. Okay. And then when you're not doing that, you're doing these cook-offs. And when you're in the cook-offs, you have like a time limit basically where you have to try to cook a better meal than the person you're up against using like the puzzle mechanics. But you can run outside and go and collect more and more ingredients and like fight monsters and stuff to get ingredients from. It's pretty sweet, man.
Huh.
It's different. It's cool.
Yeah, this is more fun than normal cooking games, right?
Oh yeah,
You actually go out and collect your
I think it's
food
the
by
best
killing
cooking
stuff.
game that there is. Honestly,
I usually don't get into cooking games, but this is more of like an adventure where the cooking is an activity that you do as a reward for your hunting.
yeah, it's pretty cool too. It has a cool story. It's got a decently long story for the kind of game that it is, and this is a game I highly recommend getting it. This is a great one on the Switch, played in handheld mode.
Yeah, I'd say so. Cool.
But anyway, yeah,
well, I didn't know about
Brigade.
it.
Now you know about it. It's cool.
I knew nothing about that game. Probably never would have, because I would have seen the name and just been like, nah, not for me. All right, so I wanted to show this because I actually thought this is one of the most interesting things they showed at the State of Play, which is
sad but also cool.
yeah, Astrobot, which I always thought these games were kind of good, but they're usually more like tech demos, and now it's getting a full freaking game for the first time. All right, you ready, Steve?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's see what we got here. PlayStation Studios.
Dude, Ape Escape is in there. Did you see that?
Yeah. It's interesting. They were like, you know what? Let's give this guy a real game.
Hey, he's kind of their mascot in a way.
Yeah. It's not a PSVR game, right?
I don't think so. There was one, though. There was one for the PSVR, and I liked it.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, there was. I think this is like a normal game.
Yeah, this is just normal. There was one. That's what you're thinking of, Grand Old Reaper. Yeah, this is one you just played. Oh, yeah, baby. You thought you was just going to be flying? Nope. Multiple gameplays.
I mean, if it's good, it'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, if it's good, it's gonna be good.
You know what I mean? Like, if it's a good platformer, it'll be probably not bad.
Yeah, man, we don't get many platformers anymore.
No.
Like, there's always Mario. That's kind of it, usually, for platformers. Like, everybody else gave up.
Say what?
Say what?
And dude, if the whole soundtrack to the game has robots singing like that, I'm in.
Parappa the Rapper. I can't believe they did that. So it's got some PlayStation love in it.
Yeah, I bet there's all kinds of little PlayStation Easter
Oh, dude.
eggs.
He's in a PS5 machine.
It's like a shit for him.
Oh, the bosses look kind of cool.
Yeah, this could be good.
Like, if you like platforms, which I do.
I do too.
This looks like a really good platform.
It's pretty good, actually. It looks really pretty good.
Oh, sweet. The sword. Like, they went all out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a, like... It looks like it's got... There's a lot to it.
There's the God of War guy.
Yeah.
Kratos.
Oh, look, you can see a little old PS1 back there, dude.
It could be good.
It looks good. I actually think I'm going to get this on day one.
Yeah, it really does not look bad at all. September 6th. That's this year.
It's not even that far away. Right after summer's
At the very
over.
least, I bet my kid will love that game.
Yeah, dude. I think that looks awesome. It looks like it's going to be a really good time. I like it. All right.
No, it's fancy.
That's some fancy stuff. So many cameos, I know, dude. I thought so, too. It's pretty
I bet you
exciting.
there's going to be all kinds of little things like that in it.
Oh, yeah, because you know they didn't show them all.
Yeah.
It's kind of meta to make a
You
video
know
game about
that
the consoles being played on.
The Horizon chick will definitely be in it, I bet.
Definitely. Any, like, PlayStation exclusive, like, there might be some Nathan Drake in there. You know, I don't know. They'll probably throw some stuff in there. It'd be good.
Yeah, probably.
Now, I want to show this off because, to be honest, I just thought it looked cool. Now, this is kind of a long video, so I don't know if we're going to probably not watch the whole thing. But it supposedly is a Skyrim and RuneScape crossover for an exceptional RPG, The Bloodline, which I didn't even know about. Maybe some of you in chat were aware of this. I am not until now. Let me know when you're ready, Steve.
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go.
What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a title called The Bloodline. This is one of the more unique RPGs on Steam as of right now, and honestly, it's one of those titles that's been in development now for about 6 or 7 months, years before that, but it's been released in early access for a while. And it's an open-world RPG that focuses just on pure mayhem. It's got a Vermintide style combat system.
I like Vermintide.
There we go. I can get the words out. I believe in myself this morning. It's also got lots of loot. It's got crafting systems. It's got things like you can be a street sweeper for a living, and you can mess around just like cleaning up the town to make everybody like you. You can mine. You can harvest. Very much a cross-section between something like Skyrim, something like Vermintide, with all the crafting systems and things to fool around with from a game you might have seen called RuneScape. So today we're going to take a look at the game for about 30 minutes. We're
Threw down some big names there.
Your wish list, or if it's a game that you wanted to pass on. If after watching this you wanted to get the game for yourself, I got a link for you down below in the description. But let's jump right on into it. So what is this game? Why should you care? Why is it an RPG that's worth anyone's notice? Why is it being featured on the channel right now? It's being featured on the channel right now because this is a game that focuses on clear and utter mayhem. And it seems like the developer has sat down and tried to make a game that focuses entirely on just being fun, no matter what. If nothing else, the game is focused on being ridiculous.
I want to pause it real quick.
As you can...
Nobody hardly does that anymore for some reason. Just tries to make a game that's fun. You know?
Nah.
That used to be what all games tried to do, you know? Now,
that used to be the whole point, I feel like. But...
we've been stuck in an age, I feel like, where they've been like, from the very beginning of the development of the game, they were like, let's make money.
Yeah.
You know? And
that's all they care about.
That's like a really sad point we're in, where the unique thing this YouTuber decided to point out is that this game was just designed to be fun. Like, if you went...
It is a sad statement.
If you went back to the 90s and said that in your review, you would get fired. They'd be like, oh, well, no shit, Sherlock. You know? Don't say dumb stuff like that in your review. But sadly, we hear that now, and we're like, oh, cool. A game that is fun? Yay! Like, oh, dude,
it's pretty sad.
That points out the sadness of the gaming hemisphere at this particular point in time. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
You can see is very much like Vermintide.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the graphics either.
Yeah. Enemy hits you. Oh, I broke his arm.
I could get over it
enemy hits
if
you,
it's
it drains that. They get on
indeed
fun. Start dealing damage to you. But there's
It's
also
not that the graphics are bad. I'm just not really a fan of
the enemy and smash
the
on
style they went with, I guess.
On the ground and be prone, and you can
if it was an MMO,
game that has
I've got a
outdated
musket
looking
over
graphics
here that I can break out. So I could take out a gun if I wanted to.
Also, it's first person
and just,
only, it looks like.
Shoot a guy if I was done.
Get out of
right
here
now.
with
Apparently,
that.
I forgot to.
I don't know why I hate that so much.
Before I started recording,
it has guns. I don't like it
guns,
anymore.
You've got bows. You've got claymores. You've got knives. It's got a stealth and a crime system.
But does it have Glocks?
People will get upset with you and they'll get cranky.
Maybe.
And they'll have different. Voice
What is it okay if it only has like old style muskets?
I don't like it, but I'll get over it. You know what I mean?
Well, what if it had like Uzis and stuff?
Then I really wouldn't like it.
You can use
that's the line.
I mean, if
yeah. I think they're cool in real life. I just don't want them in my medieval style games.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's actually probably one of the better implementations.
Like I feel like you can. It makes sense in some kinds of fantasy worlds. Like I think you can get away with it, like in Final Fantasy 14. You know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed.
I've got like
but like in a game that's like a Skyrim type of world or something.
There's
you
also
know?
these little immersive elements throughout the game where you'll pick up spells that activate certain kinds of shrines.
Warhammer gets away with it.
Stuff. Oh, we got another guy in armor over here. Let's see if we can put a little bit of oomph
Yeah, they
on
have
him.
it.
Come on. There we go. Get that armor all nice.
Yeah, the
and
more
off you.
flint and
Slam into him
gunpowder,
right there, bash him
that's
into the
a little
wall,
better.
do a good amount of damage.
Yeah,
this guy's
agreed.
not really like trying to close with me right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and whip out the old
Just
musket.
still a bow. Bows are cool.
And we'll just zap him real fast. The game is also influenced by Mount & Blade Warband. It tells you the distance of all of the shots that you've taken so far, the difficulty and all that kind of stuff, and then the amount of XP.
I'm not that impressed so far. How are you feeling?
Is handled in this game just sort of auto.
It's making me think about other stuff. Like my brain doesn't even care.
Yeah, for one thing,
they should make a Call of Duty game that takes place in prehistoric times.
Oh, that'd be kind of crazy, dude. That'd be kind of crazy. So here's what I'm saying. It looks like that's just a path he's on.
There'll be little side areas. There'll be lumberjacking.
He's talking about there's some side areas,
things like that.
So this is
last time I played the game. These weren't implemented
yet.
It's
a little bit level based. It seems like.
Yeah, looky there. You can walk on in, and there's like a secret little cave over here.
Well, this guy said this game is fun,
that
so
one might have been there the last time I played.
I don't know if I trust him about anything.
We don't know this guy at all.
It being a flipping plane, and this
I never met the guy.
Also, there's no load screens on.
This guy also mentioned that this game is like Skyrim and RuneScape. So if this guy played RuneScape, what does he know about fun?
Yeah, I hear you on that.
I'm joking, RuneScape fans. I'm joking a little.
Celt Crusader says that Supercat is cool.
Is that who made the game? Supercat?
No, that's the guy who's making Splattercat.
Splattercat, the guy.
The channel.
He's got a lot of subscribers. He's about to hit 1 million. So, all right. Well, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I mean, it might be fun.
Do you want to hear something that will make you mad?
Okay. This part looks a little better. If you skip ahead to about 21.
Dave's my niece.
Uh-huh.
She made a YouTube channel and posted like a reel that was like, follow this account if you are like Taylor Swift, and she has 13,000 subscribers from one video.
Dude! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, if it's $10, I think if you skip ahead to about 21 minutes, Steve, he's out in the open world on a donkey.
Oh, let me go look.
This
21 minutes.
This looks a little better. This looks more.
Oh, dude, I just could scroll up right to a part where he jumped on a donkey as riding it around.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Holding a sword. He's like no hands riding that donkey.
Oh my god, who does he think he is? Jesus?
Games need either technology weapons or magic weapons. Mixing both is not good. Yeah.
Dude, this is Hosanna Online.
All right. What do we got next? We've got...
I don't think I'm going to buy that game, guys.
I don't think I am either. I don't think I will. But next up, we've got a Zelda rumor again. Are you guys ready?
The rumors.
Are you ready, Steve?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
So the Zelda game situation in 2024 just got a lot more interesting because we have a tier 1 leaker by the name of Midori, who if you've been watching my videos recently, or any Nintendo channels for that matter, you've probably been hearing a lot about this individual. This is somebody with the track record similar to that of Pioro, specifically more for Sega and Atlas leaks, but has been mentioning a lot of Nintendo stuff recently in the form of code names and behind the scenes things going on. This person has yet to be proven wrong on anything, and while there's even some talk online about investigations being launched into leakers,
I mean, this is for sure going to happen. Let's be realistic.
Yeah, because every other Zelda is playable on the Switch except for 2.
Yeah, and I've been saying that this was going to happen for a couple of years now. It hasn't happened yet, but I just still feel like it is still going to happen.
Now,
it's got to
makes no sense for it not to.
Possibility of Twilight.
They've already done HD version.
Just sitting there on a shelf like Andy Robinson
have sales while they're working on bringing out the next one.
This really doesn't involve Wind Waker as well, because those are both kind of hand-in-hand rumored games with each other.
They've both already been released in HD. All they do is release them on the Switch. They've already done the work.
Project code name that does heavily imply that we might be looking at yet another 2D Zelda game in development. And this one may or may not be related to the outstanding rumor from Papagenos that does suggest we should be able to expect some kind of Legend of Zelda title where Zelda is actually the lead playable character.
Oh, no.
So
all right, pause it. No, he's wrong. That's not what they're working on, guys. He's wrong. The 2D Zelda, the 2D Zelda is obviously, there's been rumors of this forever, and it would sell like crazy, dude. You want to talk about boosting sales and hype? Link to the Past remade just like they remade that Game Boy one. What's it called?
Oh my god, I would be all over that, dude.
Dude, this style right back here, right? I'm going to scroll it back just a little bit. Where am I at? So I can get back to it. I'm at 128. All right, so this style of graphics, but Link to the Past. That's what they're doing, bro.
Dude, I would be all over that.
Dude, they're doing it. I'm telling you. They already had this engine.
I love Link to the Past. It's my favorite one.
A lot of crossover in like assets from this they could convert over. They'd have to make a lot of new ones, obviously. And obviously, I would also like to mention that Link to the Past is a much larger game than this Game Boy game that they remade. But I'm telling you, people would freak the hell out at a remake of what many people consider to be the best Zelda of all time.
And that's me. I'm in that group of the many people. It's
so
my number one favorite Zelda.
So is Mugen. It's
like, I remember playing Ocarina of Time. Like, I hate to say this. I know some people were like, that's nuts. But I remember playing Ocarina of Time, like, for the first time and, being like, this is awesome, right?
Yeah.
But in my mind being like, it ain't no Link to the Past, though.
You were thinking that?
Yeah.
When I played it back then, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest game ever made.
See, I had a mindset, and this happened to me with a lot of games, not just Zelda games.
Okay.
Like, it happened to me with a lot. I was one of those people where it was, I didn't like the transition of certain 2D games into 3D.
Like, name
because it completely, Metroid is my number one, for example.
That's a good call out, yeah.
Metroid, Castlevania, even Zelda.
Castlevania, like for sure.
Even Mario at first. I mean, I did enjoy Mario 64, but in my mind, I was like, it ain't no Super Mario World, though.
Weird.
But after Mario 64, I think that the 3D ones have gotten better and better.
See,
and I think Mario 64 was good also.
That's interesting because I actually think Mario 64 was the peak of 3D Mario. Not to say that, like, the newest one, for example, Odyssey, was really stinking good, but still,
I thought Galaxy was good too, man.
Galaxy was also good, and Galaxy 2 was awesome.
Yeah.
And also, 3D Mario, was it called 3D World or 3D Land, whatever? There's one on the 3DS.
Oh,
it was good. The one on the one that came out on the Wii U was also good. It's also out on the Switch now. That was good too. That was really good, actually. But I don't know, man. It might be a little bit of shenanigans because I love early 3D art because they had.
I mean, I don't hate early 3D art, and I like some of it too. It's just the games that are, in Mario, that's like small time for me. For like, that one's not that big of a deal. But for me, it was like stuff like Metroid, that it just changed the kind of game that it was so much that it wasn't a Metroid game to me anymore. It turned into a first-person shooter.
I would say that Mario changed a lot, and I would say that Zelda changed a lot. But I would say that freaking Metroid completely switched genres, right?
Yeah, and I hated that.
Yeah, and by the way, Metroid Prime is cool. It's just not a replacement for something like the new Metroid. What was it called? Metroid Dread.
Metroid Dread finally got made and came out. Like, that is so.
That's a Metroid.
Quit doing that.
That's what Metroids are, right? So Metroid Prime is cool. It's not a replacement. Like, if they were like, we're never making a 2D Metroid again, then screw Metroid Prime. Right, but
like
since
the
we get both
that came out, like, Metroid Prime happened and its sequels, of course.
Sure.
But during the course of the Metroid Primes being made on the Game Boy Advance, we got Metroid Fusion.
Yep.
And we got Metroid Zero Mission, which is an awesome remake of the first Metroid game. And I hold both of those games above the Metroid Prime games, I think, because to me those are real Metroid games.
I agree. Yeah, if you like Metroid Prime, that doesn't necessarily mean you'll like the 2D Metroids, or vice versa.
Suikoden.
Oh, that one got hurt bad from going to 3D, in my opinion.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that game was just meant to be 2D. Like, they should have kept, like, what Auden Chronicles is. That's the way Suikoden should have went. It should have just used the newer technology to make better 2D
See, like, Final Fantasy did it the smart way. They, like, slowly transitioned into fully 3D.
Because we still had 2D backgrounds and 3D
and so
models.
It still played like a 2D game.
Yeah. It still
for a
felt
long
like the
while.
old ones. Yeah, 7, 8, 9 still felt like what you expected. And then by the time it got to Final Fantasy X, we were like,
You're kind of ready.
We were ready
You're
for
ready
it.
for it.
Yeah, we were like kind of like it's about time, you know. But honestly,
But yeah, some of those games, I don't know. To this day,
Ocarina of Time is my favorite
like
of all
those
time.
old school ones better.
I would love to see.
Ocarina of Time isn't Ocarina of Time actually might be my most favorite 3D Zelda though.
It's my favorite Zelda, hands down. Definitely my favorite 3D one.
I would love to see like a full blown remake of that game.
Dude, here's what makes me mad about Ocarina of Time and Nintendo. They already remade it for the 3DS, right? And
oh yeah,
you can get a emulator called Citra, right? And you can play that remake in 4K, and it looks beautiful. They could literally
Why don't they just release that.
Yeah, just release that. That's a remake ready to go that you already made, bro.
Yeah, I played it on there. It looked awesome.
It looked
even on
awesome. They could touch it up a
DS.
little bit, you know, spend a little time touching up a little bit, make it, you know, polish it up a little bit, but it's practically ready to go and would sell like
same
crazy.
thing with that Mario 64 that they did on there.
Yeah.
Where they
True.
added in all the other characters.
And never released it ever again.
That was
the
such
end
a
of
cool
that.
version of that. That's my favorite version of Mario 64, I think.
All right, are you at 128, by the way, on this video?
Oh, I'm actually at 130.
Okay, let me skip to 130. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notification to join Summer Nation.
Yeah,
If you're
like
new
and
here.
subscribe to
And I wanna
me,
first
not
kick
this
off
guy.
This conversation by talking through the Wind
Or
Waker
him
and
too,
Twilight
it's fine.
Princess
Bro.
portion of what's going on with this new information here. Now, I don't blame you if you are tired
Now, I
of
will
the
say,
story
Twilight
because we've been
Princess,
talking
I
about
really
it on
like
this
the
channel
art
for
style
years
in
and
that
years.
game.
It seemed like
I
Metroid
love
Prime
Twilight
Remastered
Princess,
was
I
never
just
gonna
don't like the
happen
wolf
until
parts.
That finally just did one
The wolf
day.
parts suck. I think
They
the
said
wolf
that
looks
Nintendo
freaking cool. I think
supposedly sat
Midna
on it
looks
for
cool,
quite
but I
some
don't
time
like
before
the
they finally
actual
released it.
gameplay.
We even had reports recently that
Yep.
Paper Mario Thousand Year Door was essentially done in 2023. Like, sometimes they just finish a game, it's a simple port, and they just wait until
I need to
they
actually
a
pick
game to
that
come
up.
out in their release calendar, and it just causes
Nintendo's the
all
king
these
of,
rumors
like,
and leakers
releasing
that are going
things
about
when it's
talking about these
time
things behind the
and
scenes
good for
seem
sales.
crazy, and it seems like a bunch of people are buying into misinformation when the reality is that Nintendo's just going to do things on their own time. So I don't blame you if you don't want to hold your breath for these games anymore.
Yeah, I
I've been
wouldn't
in the
hate
rumor
the
mill
wolf parts
speculation
if you
talk
just
for
didn't have
long
to
enough.
collect those
But to
orbs.
first
Me
get on the
too, that's
same
why
page
it's
with the
annoying.
latest
That's the worst
update
part of it.
around them, specifically from Midori, we have to first hop over to My Nintendo News and read through this following detailed typed up article.
Oh.
Midori on Zelda Twilight Princess Switch. I do not know why Nintendo is not releasing it yet.
They're waiting
Midori
for the
has
right time,
seemingly
bro.
backed a number of high-profile leakers suggesting that Nintendo is currently sitting on a remaster of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD for the Nintendo Switch family of systems. It all started earlier today when she said that Nintendo has a project with the codename Edward in the works, which is related to Zelda. She then said that Richard was the codename for The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening remake on Nintendo Switch. Another user chimed in and said The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess remastered, to which she replied, I do not know why Nintendo is not releasing it yet. Now, that statement alone from Midori does perfectly line up with exactly what the other insiders who have been mentioning one or both of these games have been saying, which is just that Nintendo has these done sitting on a shelf somewhere and they don't know when they're going to drop
They released them on the
which is
Wii U.
probably what caused Andy Robinson
Yeah.
to tweet that Wind Waker and Twilight Princess are 100% coming out in the year of 2021 when we learned about Skyward Sword HD launching and all of that. He was kind of taking a shot at Skyward Sword HD saying it's not a great 3D
It's
Zelda
at least
game.
one
He said
good
it's
Zelda
100%
3D Zelda
going to
game.
happen that Wind Waker and Twilight Princess will be coming
That
to
was
the
probably
Switch
the shittiest
that
one
year.
they've ever
Then
done,
he
to be
backtracked
honest.
and said you should never try
Yeah,
to tie
I mean, if you're
Nintendo.
gonna play it and
Just
enjoy it,
hearing
though, definitely
similar
do it on the
rumblings. These
Switch.
games are
Yeah, it's
done,
the
they're
best
ready
way
to
to
go.
play it.
They're sitting on
The
a shelf
motion
somewhere, but
controls.
it's not clear
Yeah.
when or
That kinda
if
makes it a
Nintendo
lot
will
better,
talk about
honestly.
these things. And that is where I would like to say there's two possibilities
Wind
I can
Waker
see
was
Nintendo
good, too.
doing from here.
I like Wind Waker. I'm a Wind Waker fan.
Long-awaited
I am
Wind
too.
Waker and Twilight Princess.
Could have did with a little
ports
bit
to
less
the Nintendo
ocean, but
Switch. They
Yeah.
might either be saving them for this very year where the Nintendo Switch lineup is very light leading into their
But
next
Wind
gen
Waker just
console.
has so
They are
much
going to be
character and
talking
charm
about
to it.
Yeah,
rather
dude.
than,
It's
if
like a
not
Disney
launching
movie
it
come
in March
alive.
of 2025.
Yeah,
and
kind
it could
of.
be
It
those
really
perfect
is.
extra couple games to kind of keep Nintendo afloat for their release schedule, and we might learn about them as soon as this month in the June Nintendo
It would look
Direct.
sick
The
in
other option
handheld
for
mode.
these games could be that
Oh,
there
yeah.
are buffer titles that will be released on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, yeah, they're buffer
kind of
titles,
as
for sure.
Nintendo's continued support for the Switch Switch family
that's what
of
I was just
systems
saying earlier,
they will
pretty
no doubt
much.
have with over 141 million units successfully sold of this console. They're not going to want to just completely pull the plug on the Switch lifecycle support after they transition to their new console. So there is a world where I could see Nintendo already moving on to the big 3D Marios of the world for the next gen console and all of their new next gen exclusive games.
Oh, they're working on a new
These
Zelda
are
game
the
too.
Nintendo Switch
For that
games
Switch
that are actually released,
and they're not
after
going Breath of the
Nintendo
Wild
Switch
style.
2
They said they're
is indeed
Switch
in
on.
their
that they're
hands.
not,
That is
to be
definitely
honest.
a viable
I've had
possibility
enough
as
of
well.
that.
So whether or not these are 2024 games or 2025 games is anybody's guess at this
I
point
hope
in
that
time.
they
But
actually-
I do like to have somebody as reliable and
Rather
credible
than
as
just
Midori
the
chiming in on
style
this
of it,
and
I
just
hope that they get
clearly
away
stating
from its
that he's not
gameplay
sure why
completely.
Nintendo's not
Yeah.
releasing The Legend of Zelda Twilight
I do
Princess
too,
HD,
actually.
insinuating
like
that yeah, it's done and ready to go somewhere.
Because it's
enough.
starting to get
It's hard
even
to
more
figure out
ridiculous
Nintendo's
by the
plans on
second
some of
one.
these things.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, in terms of the
Like, we
Edward
don't need all
code
that
name, there's a lot of
building and
interesting
crap.
implications to unpack with that whole thing as well. I am of the mindset that this could be a code name more for a 2D
Like,
Zelda
but next
game.
thing you know,
If
it's
look
gonna be
at
a
the history
Minecraft game.
Of other code names within the Legend of Zelda franchise, but you can first see the exact string of tweets from Midori, which reads, "There is a project at Nintendo with the codename Edward. This might be related to the rumors of a new Zelda series title." A user then asked, "How does the name Edward imply Zelda? Have there been similar codenames in the past?" She then replies, "Richard was the codename for Link's Awakening remake on Switch."
Edward
then you can
is-
see the following post from Oatmeal Dome,
Edward
which
is
outlines
Link
a
to the
number
past,
of different
bro.
codenames for the Legend of Zelda series, where Ocarina of Time 3D is Queen, A Link Between Worlds is Jack, Majora's Mask 3D was Joker, Breath of the Wild U-King, and Link's Awakening Switch was Richard. And what many thought, including Stealth, was that Midori says there's a project at Nintendo with the codename Edward, which she speculates could be Zelda related. The Link's Awakening remake had the codename Richard.
Telling you,
if we ever
that's
actually
it.
received Oracles of Ages / Seasons remakes, that would make me very happy. So lots of people
No,
think
that's
that
not
might
happening.
be the
You're not
Oracle
getting
remakes.
no. You're not getting the
Papagenos
Oracle
from
remakes.
weighs
No
in
way.
on this,
It's not
retweeting
happening.
the same thing and saying, "I think you'll be happy, but don't hold your breath for it to be an Oracle
It's
of
not.
Ages / Seasons
It's not.
remake." With a smile, winky face. So the theme for Nintendo with
No way.
code names for The Legend of Zelda seems to be royalty, and Edward and Richard definitely fit into that. It's also been pointed out from friend of the channel Andres Restart that Triforce Heroes had the code name Alice, and that could indeed be tied to just some kind of new 2D Zelda project. I've seen that idea floated around online. I've also seen friend of the channel Nintendo Prime mention that maybe there's something like the third Oracle game that was once supposed to be in development but ultimately scrapped. I thought that might have been a remake of Zelda 1 in some way, shape, or form, and then it got scrapped. Could be wrong about that. Haven't looked into that whole history in a long time, but the idea being is
I mean, I could actually be down with a remake of Zelda 1. That could be cool.
That would be
Zelda
cool.
as the main character, and this ties into what Papagenos has been insinuating that we might hear about said 2D game as soon as the June time Nintendo Direct. These are all very realistic possibilities, or it could be something entirely new 2D Zelda, not tied to any kind of remake, remaster, or third Oracle game. That is very much on the table as well. I still think Nintendo has their 2D Zelda team working on something else, whether it be remake, remaster, or just something fresh from the ground.
It's gonna be
up.
Zelda
Get that more
34
classic
swords.
linear style of Zelda
34
games,
swords.
because we know
It's a
we're not
battle
getting
royale.
the big Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom level games any earlier than
Slash
5 to
gotcha
7
game.
years.
No, you
apart
don't have to
from
worry about
release
mobile
time
games
at
with
this point in
Nintendo.
time with game development and how it goes.
Even when
They
they
have
do
made
them,
a
they're
couple
not.
of-
Something
They,
Zelda launching
even when they
every
did
year
them, they
within the
weren't.
Nintendo
They
Switch's
weren't
life
bullshit.
cycle,
They were
with
actually
the
good
exception
games.
of 2022. I don't think
That Mario
2024
Kart on
breaks
mobile
that
was
trend. I
fun.
think we
Yeah.
go right back to business as usual.
The Dr. Mario
and
was
the
not
real
bad
big
either.
question is now:
Yep.
is this 2D Zelda game going to be
The
playable?
Dr. Mario was
Will it be
actually kinda
maybe
cool
some
for a
kind of
mobile
Minish
game,
Cap
honestly.
remaster?
I agree.
Maybe that's the title they go with. Maybe A Link to the Past actually gets a from the ground up Link's Awakening treatment, if you will. And even though you could argue A Link Between Worlds kind of fits that build, it also doesn't, because it's its own game with a new fresh story and mechanics. So maybe they just go back to basics and give us that SNES remaster once again.
They do.
Maybe
That
do
is
the
what they're gonna
original
do.
Legend of Zelda, create a remake from the ground
Or
up
the
for
original,
that
that'd
in
be
the Link's
cool.
Awakening style engine.
I would
All of
way
those are
rather
strong
them do Link to the
possibilities,
Past,
and I
though.
still think that
Yeah,
Wind
me
Waker
too.
and
I would
Twilight
love it.
Princess
That was
are
my favorite
sitting
one, so I would
in
love to
Nintendo's
play through
lineup,
that
ready
again.
to go at
Better
some point in
graphics
time,
and stuff.
and that is where things get very exciting as we walk forward towards the June Nintendo Direct. We don't know that these games will be there for 100% certainty, but it is clear that Nintendo is doing stuff behind the scenes with the Legend
is
of
a
Zelda
Nintendo
franchise right
Direct
now,
in June,
as
right?
you would expect them to,
Yeah.
as it's one of their biggest cash
Oh, I
cows in
bet
their
we're
wheelhouse,
gonna
and you
see
know
something
Nintendo
really
is
cool in
the business
that.
of making money.
I
So
bet they
let me know in
announce
the comments down below what you make of
either
all this.
Wind
Do you
Waker
have
or Twilight
preferences one
Princess
way
or both.
another? with what Zelda game we see.
And the other one we're gonna have to wait a
so cool
little
if they released it in a double pack. They probably won't.
They won't, but they would be
cool.
cool.
Would you rather see Wind Waker and Twilight Princess finally get acknowledged and released next before anything else happens in the Legend of Zelda franchise? And do you think we will see any official mention of a new Zelda game in 2024?
No, we're not going to hear about a new Zelda game in 2024. It's not going to happen.
No, I don't think so
because that would be stupid. Unless
it's launching with Switch 2.
It's launching with the Switch 2, which I don't think it is. I think it's Mario's turn to launch with this new Nintendo
That's what
console.
I would think.
Yeah, I think it's Mario's turn. So I think we'll get a new 3D Mario at launch of the Switch 2, and there'll be a Zelda game already in the works right now that will come out like the next year after the Switch 2 comes out, something like that. I do think, though, that there's no way that we're getting out of the Switch without Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD. Every single Zelda, except for the 3DS ones, but those were made by Capcom, by the way. Besides those, every other Zelda is playable on the Switch. You can play Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, what would be next? Because they didn't have we don't have Wind Waker yet. We don't have Twilight Princess yet. But we do have the crappy one that came out on the Daimlos's favorite console of all time, the Nintendo Wii. The second Zelda on it. What was it called? That crappy one with the motion controls.
Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword. We got that one's been released, and we've got, of course, Breath of the Wild and the second Breath of the Wild, and yeah. So those the only two missing out of the mainline Zeldas. We can even Oracles is available on the Switch, and I forgot to mention the Game Boy one, Link's Awakening. That's also available on the Switch.
What about Minish Cap?
Minish Cap is available on the Switch.
The advanced one. Okay.
Yep, it's on the Switch. It's on the Switch.
You know what I wish was available on the Switch? A Link Between Worlds.
Yeah,
that game was sweet, dude.
The 3DS
it was like a
ones.
sequel to Link to the Past.
Yeah, the 3DS ones aren't on the Switch. I don't know if they ever will because of the dual screen thing. I mean, they can obviously do it if they want
Link Between Worlds.
Yeah. All right. I want to see Dragon Quest III HD remake. Hey, man, it's coming. And actually, there's rumors now that they're not just remaking Dragon Quest III, that they're remaking Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3, and possibly all in one package. Possibly.
That would be awesome.
That'd be a good idea.
Dude, what we got coming up next is amazing.
All right. What do we got coming up next? Let's see. Oh, boy. Get ready, guys. You weren't ready for this. There's no way you were ready for this. All right. Let's pull it up. Let me know when you're ready, Steve.
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Page 18.
The Wii U and the 3DS. Sweet, dude. Sweet. Okay, obviously that was a joke. That was not real. But
not real.
But funny. But funny. But funny. All right. Visions of...
I wish that it was real.
Dude, we haven't... This... I know some of you are like, why are you talking about this right now? It's because we haven't talked about it on the show yet. Visions of Mana, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited about this game.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
So like, this looks like the Mana game I've been wanting them to make this whole time that they didn't make for some reason.
A brand new Mana game, dude.
Yeah, I mean, this looks like...
Don't you worry, Hina. Any monsters we meet along
This is what I've been wanting them to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
What is it? Are you selling something? You folks in the habit of staring at strangers?
Yeah, this looks good. I'm definitely gonna play the shit out of this.
Yeah.
This is a game that went to 3D, but somehow kind of kept that old Super Nintendo action adventure style. I feel like they've kind of kept it.
You're finished.
Visions of Mana.
Yeah, Visions of Mana.
Sweet, and it's coming to Windows, PS5, PS4,
Is it
Xbox.
really going to come out this summer? The summer's almost here.
Let's
Is that trailer really just from 2 months ago?
Yeah, Visions of Mana release date.
Is that coming out soon, it turns out?
It still says Q2 and Q3 of 2024. Release worldwide.
I need that to come out. I'm going to enjoy that. It'll bring back some nostalgia. I loved Secret of Mana 2. That was, or technically, I guess, yeah, the one that in America was just called Secret of Mana.
What was it actually called originally?
It was Secret of Mana 2. Well, it was actually called Seiken Denetsu 2.
Oh, because the first one was on Game Boy that we got as Final Fantasy Legends.
Final Fantasy Adventure.
Adventure, that's the one, right?
Which is also a great game. I love that game too.
What was Final Fantasy Legend then, by the way, on Game Boy?
It was like a series of RPGs.
That's right. That's right. They were more standard Final Fantasy for Game Boy. That's right. Okay.
Did it turn out though? I think let me do a little research.
There was 2 of them.
I think that it turned out later on that there was 3 of them. But I think that it turned out those were actually in Japan that those were
called something else.
Yeah, they were Saga games.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Right.
Yeah.
So I got a funny story for you about Final Fantasy Adventure, Final Fantasy Legend, if that's what it's called, I think, or Legends. And what was the other game? It was the Nintendo. Oh, it was freaking Dragon Warrior, okay? Which is aka Dragon Quest. So when I was a kid, my dad said you can get a new game, all right? And I remember, I think we were at Toys R Us. I might be wrong about that, but I think we were. No, it wasn't Toys R Us because I remember the case. We were somewhere that had them behind a case, right? And I was trying to figure out what game I wanted, okay? I knew I wanted an RPG type. And I didn't know because it was in the case and I couldn't grab it and look at the back of it, right? But I knew Final Fantasy was a good bet that it was going to be a cool RPG, right?
Yeah.
But the Dragon Warrior had a really good box art for the time. It was calling out to me. You know what I mean? I didn't know anything about it, but it was called Dragon Warrior. I felt pretty confident that it was going to be an RPG. And here, I remember thinking this. I was thinking I get grounded a lot, and my parents take away my Nintendo. But when I get grounded, for some reason, they don't take away my Game Boy. So I almost grabbed Final Fantasy, either Legend or Adventure. But, dude, there was just something about that box art. Because the box art for Legend Adventure wasn't that great, if you remember.
It was just
it was just like the logo.
The title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ended up going with Dragon Warrior, which I don't regret, by the way, because I freaking ended up loving that game. I still got my copy, actually, back there. I have very few of my original things, but I do still have that. But anyway, that was my story. I ended up getting Dragon Warrior. I don't regret it, but that day I could have went a different direction. And I probably would have been a bigger Mana fan if I would have ended up getting it at that time.
Well, I didn't even realize till I was an adult that they were related.
Yeah, me either. Yeah, I don't think anybody knew back then.
I just was like, back then I had played Final Fantasy 2, you know?
Yeah.
Which actually was Final Fantasy 4.
We didn't know that.
And I was obsessed with that game. So I would buy any Final Fantasy game that came out after that. So I had Final Fantasy. When I got Final Fantasy Adventure, I was like, oh, it's like an action version of Final Fantasy.
Right.
I loved it, dude. I loved it.
I would have too if I'd have got it back then. So this next game, this is interesting. I haven't seen this yet. Have you seen it, Steve?
Let's see. Which one?
The Tactics.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I haven't seen this yet. Steve found
I've
this.
really seen it.
I didn't even know about this. So apparently they're making a Metal Slug Tactics game.
Yeah, which is interesting for fans of tacticals.
And I always kind of like Metal Slug, low key. All right, you ready, Steve?
I do like that game.
They're
I think it's
beautiful 2D games. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, dude, I love their 2D art.
Oh, cool, man. Nice. Cool. It's exactly like the kind of technical game I would have wanted it to be.
So that's weird that they decided to do this, dude. I can't believe it.
Who knows, dude? Maybe one day we'll get a Metal Slug RPG.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would.
Dude.
I mean, I could get into that just because I love the Metal Slug art style.
Me too. I would get it just for the art, to be honest. I wish they would make a new, just 2D Metal Slug also. I love these games. They're just, it's just a good time.
They do still make new ones, don't they?
I haven't seen one in a long time.
I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Let me take a gander
here.
Yeah,
check, because maybe I just didn't. Maybe I've just been missing out. Metal Slug X.
Yeah, Metal Slug Awakening.
Well, when was that?
It was good. It was pretty cool.
What was it on?
It was on. I think it was on. It was like on PS4. I think.
Oh no! Is it 3D?
Not. It is, but it isn't.
Okay, let me check out this trailer.
But.
Oh, I do remember this. This was decent. I forgot about this game. It was like, it worked like a 2D game, but it was in 3D. I do remember this.
But in 2019, Metal Slug Infinity came out, and that was really actually way cooler than Awakening.
Infinity?
Yeah, Metal Slug Infinity. Check out that. If you can find a... Pretty sure that's what it was called.
Oh,
Let me see if I can find a trailer for it.
I found one. Official trailer.
Oh, okay. This one was awesome. This is the last one I really played through.
Oh, it's not a mobile, is it?
No, I'm pretty sure it was a...
Very gross, dude. This is definitely a mobile game.
That's not what I was thinking of. That's the wrong one.
Oh.
The one I'm thinking of came out on a console.
Oh, that one made me sick.
Yeah, not that.
Double X? Is it XX for PS4?
Yeah, that's the one.
I don't know if I knew about this. Hang on.
This one is the probably the best of the newest ones. That's the one I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure that's it.
I thought Metal Slug X was the last really good 2D awesome. I don't think I knew about this.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna play this. I didn't know about this. Oh, yeah, dude. This looks cool.
Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. This is definitely the one.
Branching paths.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And also a great couch co-op game, by the way.
It's the best. It's one of the best, dude.
It's fun.
Cool, dude.
But yeah, Metal Slug Tactics
Sweet.
is coming out.
And I've got Metal Slug XX to play I didn't even know about.
Yeah, dude, it's cool.
All right. Yeah, the Tactics, that's an interesting twist for that series. I almost can't believe it. All right.
Yeah, me too.
This next game, Gulo told me about earlier today, and I haven't even had a chance to really look it up. We're going to watch it together right now. You ready, Steve?
Yeah.
This is a throwback RPG to classic CRPGs.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome to my overview of Skuld against the Black Priory. So for those not across it, I do.
Oh look, it's even emulating like the old
2 hours of a game. That's the Steam refund
low
window.
color.
You can make up your mind in that time,
like
whether you want to
PC
keep it or
games.
not, and I tend to agree. Generally speaking, 20 hours in, you're probably not going to change your mind about what you thought 2 hours in. So it's a short punchy video, I give you the broad strokes info, try and keep it around 10 minutes, and from that, you can make up your own mind. So off the bat, I really like this. I like it a lot, which is almost unusual. Being a nerd, part of me is quite drawn to CRPGs, and I've played a lot over the years, but it's one of those things, I realize I'm sort of slowly falling out of love with them, I suppose you could say. And there's a multitude of reasons, but I really think it's the more Western AAA NPC dialogue design, and I just find it's tired. And it dates back to things like the BioWare model, right? Where you interact with NPCs that are essentially a bloody slot machine or a vending machine, and you just press the buttons. You know, they'll give you 5 dialogue options, and the dude just stands there and announces his feelings.
That's what Steve was talking about the other day.
One-sided monologuing character development, and it feels closer to something like that terrible bloody Glee Club YouTube show Critical Role, where they've lost the plot and it's less about actually playing a CRPG and more about, oh, it's my turn in the spotlight to try and launch my C-grade acting career. Let me hold the microphone for a moment. And I just feel that bleed in a lot of stuff. Baldur's Gate 3, I know it's not popular for me to say that, but I find it very hard to engage with all these NPCs where you're essentially just probing for information or trying to find a way to put your dick in them. It's all, funnily enough, quite shallow. I like this because your followers are exactly that. They're
I kind of agree with them, man.
Yeah, I definitely feel sentiment
through. But it's closer to a little bit more of a, dare I say, linear narrative. You know, the reason that JRPG character development works quite well is probably because it's all inside of quick little cutscenes and they have to adhere to narrative flow without boring the player. So to put a bow on my little rant about characters and their prevalence in CRPGs, unnecessarily so, this game focuses more on world building, at least so far. And it's really interesting, and that's the draw for me with a lot of these sort of games. It's impetus driven, right? The quest and the mystery behind it and pulling the thread is what compels you to go forward. Less so the characters in the world that want to just tell you about themselves. So you're basically being sent to this island on a quest to find this chick that's gone missing from a powerful noble dude, but you have background with him. There's like a little flashback, covers it off quite neatly. So you're sort of going out of moral obligation. Your ship crashes and you end up on the bloody shore, you know, washed up shipwreck. Essentially soft restart of your character. So you tutorialize on the boat, and then you end up on the shore from level 1, right? I've met a couple of side characters and had them join into my party. The character creation's pretty good. I do find, and look, it might just be personal choice, the front loading of so much spreadsheet bullshit in CRPGs, I honestly think a lot of that is more holdover nostalgia, because that's the formula we used 20 years ago. When you don't know anything about the game, having 10,000 stats and being asked to pick 3 points into alchemy out of 100, I think that's just a bit obnoxious. So this game, at least, it's a bit thinner. It's still got a complexity, but it's graspable. And essentially with your leveling up, it's less about leveling points up. Your class seems to dictate what, you know, if you get strength or presence is sort of like a mana thing. So you get those points dictated more by your class leveling up, and all you really need to do is slot in feats into trees. And those trees are fairly diverse depending on your class. So like I picked Hospitaller because I was just curious. It was the only medium armor class, and it's like a sort of healer. But there seems to be a bunch of different types of clerics and types of warriors. It's a little bit obtuse, but my dude's got like lay on hands, and I found another bloke with two-handed swords that can do all sorts of weapon mastery, and I've got like an archer chick, and so it's got all the staples, and I would say plenty of variety, but without being overwhelming.
Ooh, look at that! That's cool.
Funnily enough, probably my two biggest criticisms of CRPGs in general, and the things that they've learnt incorrectly to hold over through the genre as a staple, especially in the West. Overly verbose and focused in on side characters who are just dialogue spitting machines, and walls of text spreadsheets. So this game addresses both of those well. The world seems really interesting. It's doing a sort of gothic horror, but maybe more cosmic horror, more like Cthulhu-like, and it seems pretty distinctly located to whatever mysterious things going on this island, and that I find really quite compelling. They haven't gone into it too much, but the sort of inference is that your character and party are fish out of water, in that the rest of this fantasy world, what little it's built out so far, doesn't have tentacled monsters smashing ships and giant crab men taking people away. So it's horror inserted. I don't know what else you would call it. The horror incursion, perhaps, within this fantasy world. Already, a lot of this stuff's actually been really compelling. You know, I don't necessarily want to give too much away, but like I did a side quest where it was a bit grim, a bit dark, but actually kind of, you know, Brothers Grimm-esque. This mum was crying next to a well, and you could hear children's laughter and cries coming from inside the well because her kids went down there, and I went down there, and there's some sort of bloody eldritch goo stuff trying to get you to touch the walls, and if you do, it essentially bricks your save because you succumb, and you have to go in there and try and find their bones and fight your way out. And it's all really quite cool and fairly imaginative and interesting. The combat is simple enough. There is some maneuvering to be had and flanking bonuses, that sort of thing, and then obviously you've got your skill shots and your spells. Something interesting.
Hey, what's up, Anxiety?
With is I'm kind of running out of arrows. You can rest to heal your party, and there's a whole crafting food mechanic that works fairly well. And you can like forage or fletch and make arrows, and so that's something I've been kind of leaning into. But the game won't let you abuse it either. So you have to eat at the campsite to heal, but if you try and camp without eating, your dudes are too hungry to craft, so I tried to get around that to get more arrows to make my archer work better. So it's good, like, you know, I feel some pressure from some of the mechanics. There is an emergent quality to my party being squeezed in that, you know, I've got an archer, I've got a really good bow, but I can't really make it work that well, not at the moment, not without investing a lot of unnecessary food resources just to fletch arrows. So it's cool considering that and how you move through the world, and maybe you don't pick as many fights. There's like an overworld map that you move around, and then you go into these kind of instanced biomes as well, so it's all fairly par for the course and what you would expect. And I don't know if I've even mentioned on the aesthetic, which is probably a big draw or a turn off depending.
How do you feel about the way it looks, Steve?
Perfectly as
well. I don't mind
I suppose readability might be a bit of a problem. I get a
mean,
bit funny about
it looks
pixel
old school.
writing.
Yeah, it looks really
PC
games of games that just don't have that and have clean writing. I get what you're trying to do, but just because I like this game doesn't mean I give it a real pass. When you have menus and text and writing, don't worry about its aesthetic cohesion as much as its readability. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to have all these menus that look in universe and try and keep the immersion going. I'm all for that. But as soon as your readability suffers because you're trying to inflict an art style upon it, that's almost like it's a fail. If it was Vic Roads doing your P-plates driving test, it's the same as hitting a curb. If you're going to have walls of text in a game, they have to be readable. This is skirting the line. I haven't really had any problems, but everyone's different. Anyway, yeah, look, there's no need to waffle. This game's good. It's doing everything that it's supposed to do. Arguably, it's a bit more accessible than more other CRPGs, and I suppose the reason for my kind of rant about the current state of CRPGs is I feel like there's a lot of people praising them. There's a lot of thirsty, weird fucking people on Twitter, you know, that kind of make things like Baldur's Gate repulsive to me. Not really interested in having sex with bears and everything that moves.
Oh,
I just
come
want to
on.
play a video game. And perhaps there are other people that sit in my, dare I say, prudish camp that are much more interested in a game that's focused on world building and interesting narrative hooks.
Cool.
And
I mean, it looks cool. I think I agree with some of what that guy said, but also I feel like he didn't actually play Baldur's Gate. He just saw the trailer because screwing bears is not actually a part of the game.
That could be.
And also, it's weird for him to say, like, to bash Baldur's Gate and then turn around and say he's into world building when Baldur's Gate 3 probably has some of the best world building we've seen in RPGs in our entire lifetime. So this makes me feel like he maybe didn't play the game. But in any case, that game looks great. It looks cool. It looks like an old RPG where, you know, like there was more dialogue and more options for dialogue, but there wasn't as much graphical prowess, right? They put all their effort more into making things cool. This part with the kids in the well he was talking about, that actually looks awesome to me. So,
yeah, I think that looks cool.
Interesting. Very interesting for sure.
Seems to dictate.
And the game's out. Like, this is released on Steam.
So you could play it right now if you wanted.
This is the kind of game where there's a lot of clicking. This could be converted to console, but I doubt it ever will be.
And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way.
No, I just don't think they'll ever do that. Super built for people that have old CRPG nostalgia.
Yeah.
Cool, though. That looks awesome. Gulo recommended that to me today, and thought we'd check it out live. All right, so next up. What is this? I don't even know.
It's a new Dragon Ball game.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? That sounds like a new Coke product.
What's in the... Yeah, it does. It's fine. I mean, I personally was not a huge fan of these games.
Okay.
But it's the new entry in the Budokai Tenkaichi series. They haven't made one in forever. So people who are fans of that probably are pumped.
All right, let's check it out.
I like
Ready?
the ones that are like, yeah.
Oh, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I'm more of a fan of the Dragon Ball fighting games that plays like more traditional 2D fighters, like the last one they did.
Yeah.
But anyway.
All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, you know it's
I'll
good.
probably still play this anyway, though.
So, it's an Unreal Engine, so it's got to be good.
Just because I like Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
And usually these games have a ton of characters.
You better not cry and complain when I wipe the floor with you. I'm ready, so bring it on.
I don't even know who that is.
Can I even win this fight? Yeah! Ready for this? Here you go! Time to get serious!
No, shut your mouth!
Let's see who the strongest one really is! Fast then! Me! Here goes!
Go-Ten!
Cauliflower! No way we can lose if we fight together! What?
Come on, Go-Ten!
Okay. Fusion!
It's the fusion, dude.
The Great Goat Chase is here to take you down!
Isn't that sweet music?
Yeah, dude.
I'll show you what I'm made of!
Yeah, Kefla.
One and only Goat Chase! Here we go! Take this! Ta-da! Rapid fire! Super Donut! Super
Take a look.
Do you really think you can beat me?
Oh crap.
The fun is just getting started. I refuse to lose to someone who transforms with such a dumb-looking pose.
Your use of the Potara is but a blasphemous imitation.
Behold my true power! Let's do this thing! I, Gogeta, will finish you once and for all!
So much food.
Food will be exterminated!
Dude, some of these fusions are freaking wild.
Now we can crush those ambitions of yours! This is Vegito Blue! Now, let's settle this once and for all! A confrontation between two fused Super Saiyan Blue warriors. Now this should be entertaining. This fight will decide which one of us is the strongest. This is the end for you! You're finished!
Cool.
Sweet. Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. The
Coming to grocery stores near you.
coming to grocery stores near you, dude. Zero sugar.
Oh my god, look how many fighters, dude. See all the
How many
blank
did it
spots
say?
they've been showing
Oh,
us?
wait, hang on,
Tons. It just shows
Oh my
like a thing.
gosh. Dang.
That's
dude.
actually pretty cool.
That's outrageous.
That is sweet.
That's a lot
That's
of
only the
characters.
one, and we can only see the ones that we know so far, but all those other spots will have somebody too.
So, I don't even know who half those characters are, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, you're behind, man.
So
You're
far
behind on
behind.
the Dragon Ball.
I'm seeing all kinds of characters. I'm like, I don't know who these people are.
You just need to watch Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I forgot that for the last thing on the show, I forgot that we put this on here. All right, guys. This is a little creepy. This is a little creepy. I want to throw this on here because I just wanted to see some reactions from chat, but this is called Always Be Careful, the dreaded Ayuwaki. Are you ready, Steve?
I'm ready.
All right, let me pause mine. All right. All right, guys. This is going to get scary for the end of the show. If you have trouble sleeping at night, you might want to go ahead and leave now. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Always be careful of the dreaded Ayuwoki.
Dude, that's creepy.
alcohol. If any of you were like me and scrolling the internet when you were young, this guy right here probably
I thought that was
terrified
Steve doing that at first.
This is a video that has recently been going viral on TikTok, and it is a
He said,
repost from
"Oh,
OG
oh, oh."
YouTube. It shows a character that looks like it's dressed up like Michael
It
Jackson.
did look a little bit like
and
Michael
when we get
Jackson.
a look at his face, it does kind of look like Michael Jackson, but it looks like a demonic version. This character is
Or a
deeply
rotted
entrenched in
version.
internet lore, and it's known as the Aowoki. The
This
Aowoki
is
video
guys
that
teaching
was
us some
originally posted
about
to YouTube
some
was
stuff.
created back in 2009,
Where did this guy
shortly
get
after
this
Michael
information
Jackson
from?
himself ended up passing away. The name for this creature was
Dude, the
inspired
guy?
by Michael Jackson's 1987 hit "Smooth Criminal" in the portion
What?
where he says, "Are you okay?"
Oh,
The speed at
are
which he
you
says this
okay?
with the accent makes it sound like Ayuwoki. Somehow this creature has maintained
Are you
relevance
okay?
since
Are
its
you
creation,
okay?
And there's games inspired on it, as well as many horror videos.
That's so stupid, dude. So you named the creature? What the heck? I started playing Looney Tunes after that. So they named the creature after
Ayuwoki.
like Ayuwoke? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? That's kind of weird. I'm gonna go ahead and publicly say I don't believe in this. It was obviously just a prop somebody made on YouTube a long time ago. It's not a real creature, guys. It's not real. It's not real. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about the "Are you okay?" What do you think, Steve?
Heck,
do you believe in it?
I'm trying to think if I do. I'm not sure yet. I think I believe in it.
You do believe in it?
I think I do. I think I believe in it.
Is it because of that guy at the beginning be like, ho, ho, ho. I want to hear that again. Hang on.
Hey, you okay? Somehow.
Boys, there's alcohol.
Why did he say that? What was going on in that
it's
video?
Real, dude.
He said, is this alcohol? Why? Like, I don't get it. What does that have to do with this video?
If any of you were like me and
Now,
the internet,
dude, imagine if you just woke up in the middle of the night, though, and that was at the end of your bed, dude. That'd be pretty freaky, dude. And it was like, hee hee. Dude, that'd be terrifying. I would freak out. I would probably have to move after that.
Yeah, I would maybe scream a little bit.
It'd be a little terrifying. Well, I think that's all we got for the show today.
Yeah.
That's all the news. I think probably out of all the games we looked at today, probably either Path of Exile 2, maybe Monster Hunter Wilds, or...
Yeah. Infinity Nikki.
No, not me. Or maybe even Visions of Mana.
Ouch.
Visions of Mana.
I crunched my elbow.
Yeah, I would probably say out of all the ones, probably Visions of Mana actually is probably the coolest one, I think. That we
Yeah, in reality, and it's like we got released for... Dude, before we go, guys, though, I want Nathan to show you guys this video real quick.
All right. Hang on. I'm pulling it up. All right, that's it, guys. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you guys later. That's a good way to end it.
See you guys.
Good night. Good night, everybody.